When I was about 5 years old, I remember riding with you in the back seat of a car for 3 days from Louisiana to upstate New York. And, in recent years, I drive from New York City to upstate New York to the Watertown area where Daddy grew up. And I get you were probably about 13 years old at the time. And I can't imagine what that must be like for a 13-year-old boy to be trapped on the back seat of a car with his 5-year-old sister for 3 days. But I remember it as a totally pleasant experience. I would have been very happy to do it again, which we did again when I was 12 and you were about 19 or 20. Oh my goodness. I can't imagine how that must have been for you. But again, it was great for me. And you're my brother. And it's a milestone birthday this year. And I had one of my own milestone birthdays last year. And I understand how that can be, milestones and all. But a lot of people think a lot of you and love you very much because you're a good guy and you have a lot of heart. And when anybody asks me about my brother, the thing that comes to mind first and that I tell them about is when in the late 90s and until my mother-in-law died in 2005, whenever um, Morton and Nathan made it down to Miami, you would drive from Vero to Miami, which is quite a schlep, and to go to see them. And those visits, I think, were very important for Nathan to, to have the sense that he had an uncle that loved him so much that would go so far out of his way for him. And it was also the visit in 2000 when Nathan and I went to see you in Vero, and I had the opportunity to introduce my son to Sandy Koufax. You remember that, Stanley? In any case, your Uncle Herb lived to be 93 years old. So you might have quite a few years ahead of you. Just remember Uncle Herb's wisdom that he gave me when I asked Uncle Herb how he got to be so old. He said he tried never to be too excited about anything. And he always avoided getting into a fight or an argument if he could, especially with a woman. He says you never win anything like that. And he said when he was tired, he lay down. And he always liked to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. He never was a big meat eater. Okay? So let that be a lesson to you. Okay? And all of us have many tough days ahead. But tough days aren't really tough days if you have someone special to spend them with. Happy birthday, my brother.